Welcome, my name is Dorota Trupp. I'm a qualified nutritionist. Today I would like to show you how to make nut milk. So, nut milk is commonly purchased in the health food stores or in supermarkets these days. However, when you really look into ingredients, you often see that those nut milks are mixed with grains, and my patients are recommended to have a pure nut milk. So the purpose of this video is to show you how easy it is to make nut milk at home. You can use any nuts you like. I have chosen cashew for today. Cashews because they have no skin on them, so it's a bit easier to blend them in a blender. However, if you use something like almonds, you might consider using strainer, but with cashews, you might not even need this. So all what you need to do is to put your nuts into a strong blender, about a cup to 2 cups, depends how much milk you want to produce. So I'm putting cashews first. And water. Now, the amount of water depends on how thick and flavorsome your nut milk is meant to be for your taste. Start with a small amount of water. To make sure that the nuts are blending properly. And you also can use some flavoring. You can use honey. So I've got a couple of teaspoons of honey here. You can also use the essence of vanilla or cinnamon, just to make it a bit sweeter. Again, it's not necessary. Nuts and water is just fine as well. Okay, so let's try to start blending it. Now, as you can see, it's quite thick. So what I'm going to do is add extra water. But I really wanted to make sure that I start with the minimum amount of water in order to make sure that the particles of the nuts are properly melted and broken down, almost to a butter consistency. So you'll be adding water slowly, don't overdo it. I've got here over a liter of milk now. It feels nice to me. It looks like it's a good consistency, but before I add more water, I'll double check if I like it already. So let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna test it and see how it feels. I'll add extra water. It's yum, but it can be a bit thinner, and the flavor is rich and beautiful. So that's the difference as well between commercially produced nut milks and the ones that you make at your home. They are better quality because you've got more nuts in them. So I have here about 1.5 liters of milk out of about 200 grams of cashews. I'm going to test it and see if I'm happy with this. Ooh. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Now, because this is cashew, those are cashews, I don't need to strain it. They dissolved beautifully in the blender, in the water. However, if you use something like almonds that have a brown skin on, there are two ways to deal with this. Number one, you can pre-soak the nuts and peel the skin before you put it into a blender and mix it with the water. And number two way is to mix it as they are, and after you've broken it down and made a milk, strain the extra fiber that comes from, because it's insoluble fiber, the brown skin outside of the almonds and many other nuts. You'll have to strain it through a good quality strainer, and just to clear it so it's milk consistency and doesn't have any fiber whatsoever. All right, that was it. I'll enjoy my milk now. The rest I'll bottle it up and put it in the fridge, and I use it as I need it. Cheers!